Hi, good morning. Happy Sunday. Today I have a what sold video for the days of September 8th through September 14th, which was a Sunday through a Saturday. I'm going to start today on Mercari. Mercari, we only sold one thing, unfortunately, last week, and that was this Torrid popcorn purse. I had it listed for, I think, 30, and someone offered 24. I accepted it just because we don't get any fees taken out with Mercari. So we got that full 24 sent to us, and they paid all of the fees and shipping. Like we always say, we have a $4 cost of good, so we profited $20 on this. Moving on to eBay, we sold these American Eagle high-rise flare jeans. These had actually been on there since December, which it says since December. I'm actually wondering if I like rephotographed these because this is a different background. So I think I saw when I took them off of Flip this morning that it said they had been on there since like December, and it surprised me because I thought these were newer. So I wonder if something's going on with Flip because I'm pretty sure these are the ones that I just bought. But anyway, yeah, these are the ones I just got. So I don't know why it said they had been on there since December, but these were actually a recent pickup, and these sold for 22.50, and the buyer paid for shipping. Now we're going to this cute little dress. This was something that I had for my personal closet. It had a couple pulls in the fabric, so I wasn't too worried about getting a lot for it. I just figured I'd try to sell it because it was a cute novelty print, and a lot of times little novelty prints, especially animal, like prints of animals, will sell well. And this sold for $11. Next was this Michael Kors top. I'm only picking up Michael Kors if it's in a plus size. This was a 2X and it was new with tags and it sold for $31.50. This was a Banana Republic skirt. I'm pretty sure this might have been something that I wore as a uniform skirt in high school. And that sold for $21.37. A Rick and Morty men's t-shirt sold for $12. A skeleton tie-dye shirt sold for $13.50. This had been up there for quite a while. I would say probably about a year. This was something that I bought off of Poshmark. I bought a bunch of like I say boutique. They were new without tags. Someone had made them, like screen printed the image on there and tie-dyed or acid washed them herself. And I bought them for $5 each. So it wasn't like a huge profit to be made, but I kept a lot of them for myself. This sold for $13.50. A Disney Descendants costume. So this was in the package when I got it from Goodwill. And once I opened it to photograph, I realized there was like some staining on the top of the shirt part of the costume. I probably could have washed it, but costume material is kind of weird. I didn't want it to get like hold if like any of the Velcro were to get on it. I didn't want to mess it up at all. So I just figured I'd list it with the flaw and it still sold for $18. A pair of Torrid jeans. These were 20 short and they sold for 22. I'm still picking up Torrid skinny jeans. I'll pretty much pick up Torrid almost anything. I don't pick up tops from Goodwill from Torrid because though our tops are like think four something. And to me, there's just not enough profit to be made. I will pick up Torrid tops online, like if I can get them from clearance for $4 or under, just because they'll be new with tags and I think they'd be more likely to sell than something that's pre-owned. And a lot of times things in our Goodwill, even if they're hanging, even if they're $4 or $5, can have flaws, and tops are harder for me to find flaws in a lot of times than pants. Pants I will kind of know where to look and you can just see everything. It's two-sided. There's not a lot of flowy fabric and stuff or prints for flaws to hide behind. So then there was the Express bootcut pants. These sold for $22. And lastly, this was a sale last night, a Talbot skirt for 20. It was funny because if and you saw my haul video from yesterday, you would know that my mom and I spent all day yesterday sourcing. And so I was teaching her all of the different things that sell. In fact, this little sheet down here was a bunch of Bolo brands and styles, and I made like a cute little chart for her so that she could learn some of the brands and some of the styles to look out for. And then she was asking me about skirts, and I told her, no, I don't ever pick up skirts unless they're midi to maxi length, especially denim. I'm thinking about maybe trying to experiment with some corduroy now that it's fall, but that's really about it. Skirts just don't do that well for me. And then of course I sent her a screenshot of this last night, and I said, just after I said that, look what sold, a Talbot skirt, and it sold for $20. That was really great. So the total profit we made on eBay last week was $114.10. And now moving on to Poshmark. We sold a pair of Talbot's pants last night. Another thing I screenshot my mom. I said, this must be a Talbot's day because both of those things sold within like an hour. These were a pair of really soft, I don't know what the fabric was, but they were super soft khaki pants in a size 20W, and they sold for $22. I was telling her that the only time I'm picking up Talbot's now is if it's plus size. And like especially larger plus size is not like just a 1X. And because we did actually find three really nice, like pretty button up Talbot's tops that were in like a 22 or 24W, and maybe like I think a 3X. And I was gonna pick them up just to try. But again, our tops are like four or something each at Goodwill, and I didn't know if I wanted to spend $12 to $15 to try it out. But they were pretty, but I did see comps could go anywhere from like $10 to $20, and I would sell them if I could get 20, but I wouldn't want to really sell them if I only got 10. You know what I mean? So I decided to pass on those. So anyway, those sold for 22. And the Harry Potter robe that we picked up a few weeks ago, this sold for $18. Someone sent me an offer on this Torrid shirt. I had gotten this for myself like a couple years ago in two different sizes, and I kept the smaller size. This had been up here for about a year. It was listed at 20, and they sent me an offer for 15. I just wanted it gone, so I accepted. This Victoria's Secret pink t-shirt. This is something I had gotten in college. I had like two of these. The other one is new and is still listed. This one was the pre-owned one. It sold for $12. A pair of men's swim shorts sold for $16. The brand was Quicksilver. These Wrangler men's khaki cargos. I bought these for my husband when he used to work outside of the home and needed khaki pants. And then he just doesn't need them anymore. So we sold them for 15. I got these out of the bin at our Goodwill for $2, and I thought they were really cute mom shorts. By the time I got home, I realized that they were missing the button. I hadn't looked over them well enough. So I did mention the flaw, and they sold for $8. So not a big profit, but still something. I want to go through this one and then the next one. Okay, so this was a pair of Athleta jogger pants, and they sold for $31. I was really excited because I had a pair or two of like Athleta jeans about a year ago, and they sat and sat and sat, and I think they might have finally sold, and it wasn't even for that much money. So I was really starting to think there wasn't really much in Athleta, but these sold for 31. I was happy with that. We just put these up too. And these, so excited for. I mentioned this in my haul video yesterday. These were the Vermont Country Store plaid nightgowns. This was a floral and this was a plaid. The flannel nightgowns, I listed them for $45 each. My mom bought them for $1 each at a discount store. They were new without tags. I think that like Vermont Country Store sends them in, some online stores will send things in like plastic bags instead of like with tags on them. That is them being new, is them being shipped in a plastic bag. And so these didn't have tags on them, so I listed them new without tags, and they sold for, in a bundle, I took $10 off. They sold for $80. Isn't that crazy? So we profited $58 on this bundle. So that brought our total profit for Poshmark for last week to $131.70, which means that last week we made a profit of $265.80. A lot less than the first week. However, I've been putting in a lot less effort. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. I'm not going to make excuses. I just have not been feeling it lately. I've just been wanting to do more with my family and less, but that's a good thing about this being part-time. That's a good thing about this not being a 9 to 5 that you have to go into every single day. I can come up here when I want to. If I'm not feeling it, I don't come up here. I don't photograph, I don't list, I don't whatever. It's just how it is. I will share the parties every single day on Poshmark. I do send offers out every single day on Poshmark and eBay. I always respond to messages. So that is something that I always do, but I don't always list every day. I don't always cross post every day. It just is how it is. But if you think about the fact that I don't do that every single day, especially not on weekends, I don't do that every single day, and I'm still able to profit about $800 to $1,000 a month and not work every single day. That's awesome, right? I love it. So that's all for last week. And hoping that the sales go up a little bit more this week. I am planning on working my butt off this week to kind of make up for it. So we'll see how it goes in the next What Sold video. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.